Hey there, girls and boys, face-based friends and family, in-laws, outlaws, past, present, future tense customers of Ideal Electric, everybody on the line, all yous on the YouTube. Coming to you this morning to tell you about the new video series getting ready to start on this channel. This is Ideal Electric channel. Most stuff on here is electrical, but we have worked on a few automobile projects from time to time. Hold on, it's going to get loud. Anyway, we got a new project going, our Model A trog racer, race truck, dust up. I don't know what we're going to call it. It's not going to be true to trog. We're going to put a few modern parts in there a little bit, like, you know, some 12-volt fuses and relays probably. We're going to have lights on it so we can drive it other places besides just racing, but minimal. And that's the plan. Probably an electric fuel pump, I think. Methinks electric fuel pump. Anyways, I'm going to post some of those videos on here too for some of you that are interested or showed interest in the 65 C20 truck thing, or when we put a radiator in this thing, or, you know, that kind of stuff. Other stuff that we do besides just electrical work. So keep an eye out for those. We'll get a, I got a walk around video I just did. I'll get it edited into here. We'll get all this edited together and spliced and stuff. And yeah, we'll get that posted, and I'll keep y'all, you know, put some posts on that. Haven't been doing a lot of videoing lately, a lot of electric stuff. Actually, I've got plenty of video. It's the editing and posting part that I haven't been doing because, you know, it takes a lot of time. I'm busy. I just haven't taken the time to do it. But anyways, that's what we're up to. Alright guys, as promised, I'm going to give you the walk around on my new whip. Picked this up in Fayetteville, North Carolina, Saturday morning. Drove up Friday night. My good friend Neil Spence took me up there. We went and got it in his truck with his car trailer. And left here about 5 o'clock. Got up there about 11 o'clock. Sacked out in the hotel. Got up the next morning at 6. About 5 minutes from the guy's house. You know, we had time to get breakfast or whatever and be at his house at 7. Haggled a little. Figured out what all was going with it. Got it loaded on the trailer. Left Fayetteville around 8. Got home around 3. That's the story. I'll go through a list real quick of what I know and the good and the bad and the ugly. So what I was told was it was rebuilt in the 90s and never ran. And that seems pretty accurate. If you look, the tires really haven't been on the road. Some are a little dry rotten. They're holding air. They're okay for right now, just to kind of wheel around the yard. Not sure if I'm gonna keep the 21s or what I'm gonna do. I may just keep the 21s. I kind of like them on this 28. This is a 28 Roadster Pickup. It is a Model A Roadster Pickup. It's got a bed, got a cowl. I got some doors over there, some parts that came with it. There's a hood, seat riser, bunch of bumper brackets and fairings and stuff I'm not gonna use. I've got incorrect windshields for different cars, but I do have 2 different styles of correct windshield for this car. Well, brackets, glass is busted. But I got some options, a couple parts to sell. Some sheet metal that's here. I got a hood. I got 2 sets of hood sides. The black ones are nicer and much newer. Doors are kind of chewy. Missing a hinge on, no, I'm missing a hinge on the car. Doors got hinges. Missing top hinges on the cowl. Cowl looks pretty new. I don't know if maybe they got a new cowl in the 90s. I don't know, probably not. There's some chewy spots in it, but it's in pretty good shape. Tank looks great. So this is how I got it. Good news is I put a bore scope down it. All the valves are nice and shiny. Combustion chamber's clean. Goes with the story, it's never been ran. Couldn't get it to turn over at the guy's house. Went ahead and bought it anyway. And Brought it home, dumped about 4 gallons of used motor oil in the thing after draining about 1.5 quarts of water out of the oil pan. I put a bore scope down each cylinder, and the pistons got .060 on them, and they're nice and shiny. I believe it was rebuilt and bored 60 over, but then never ran. I don't think it's turned over in like 30 years. So currently I've pulled all the plugs and filled the cylinders up with Marvel Mystery Oil, and I'm gonna let it soak about a week and start working on it and see what I can do. Probably gonna end up taking it apart and rebuilding it. Not super happy about that, but still pretty happy with the purchase. Car's pretty complete as far as running. Haven't checked the radiator yet. I'm getting ready to put some water in it and just see if it at least static holds water. Gonna get rid of this bumper, I'm sure. Don't really need that on a race car. Got some parts I can sell, make a little bit of my money back. It's got a nice complete exhaust. The story was the guy did the chassis and all in the 90s and then never drove it. So all the brake components are here. I'm missing a couple pins on that rod on the passenger side, on the drinker side. Captain side's got all its rods. Missing a gas pedal, linkage and that stuff. Instrument gauge clusters there, not terrible. Got a bed that's in really good shape. I mean, it's rusty, but it's not rotten. And a little bit of stuff, a couple places, but for a 96-year-old bed, it's in pretty good shape. Got a toolbox came with it. That was kind of cool. 1 flat tire. I think all the bearings and all that are going to be good. However, I did notice the inspection plug's missing out of the differential. Pretty sure there's no grease in there, but it's pointing down, so there's probably no water in there either. So that's good. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe it's not. You know, plenty of knowns, plenty of unknowns, but all in all, I think we did pretty good on it. All the steering components are there except for the bottom of this collar that holds the steering column. It's got a nice steering wheel. It's not in bad shape or cracked up or beat up. So yeah, good news is, you know, it was rebuilt and it's a lot to work with. Bad news is it's not currently turning, but like I say, I think that's going to be okay. I've already got a distributor for it. I've already located and found out about an intake and downdraft carb for it. We're going to swap it over to the 12 volt. Probably going to use that same thing you did, Bob, on the generator over there. I really like that generator you got. Looks just like mine, only better. But yeah, that's it. I need this stanchion, whatever they call it, for this side for the windshield's missing. But most of the stuff that's missing I should be able to come across. I've got running boards I'm not going to use, fender brackets I'm not going to use, several parts I'll be trying to get rid of, so make a little bit of my money back. I got some roof bows. I don't know if they came with this or not, if they're period correct. I'm not sure. I think that's what these are for, as part of the roof, but I don't know, man. So anyway, there it is, guys. Looking forward to getting it smoking and kicking up dust with y'all.